Newcastle fans, you better hold on to your seats because things are about to get huge. The Magpies are seriously considering one of the biggest decisions in the club's history. Should they expand their legendary home, St. James Park, or build a brand new stadium just a stone's throw away? With ambitions to boost the atmosphere, improve fan experience, and ramp up revenue, the club is looking at a multi-million-pound project that could change the face of Newcastle United forever. Will we see St. James Park get even bigger, with over 60,000 roaring fans? Or is it time for a brand new modern fortress that rivals the best stadiums in Europe? The club's weighing its options, and today we'll be taking a peek at these plans, the costs, and what this could mean for the club's future. But first, let's have a look at the history of St. James Park to get an idea of why the old stadium holds such significance. St. James Park has been the heart and soul of Newcastle United since 1892, and it's seen it all: triumphs, heartbreaks, and some unforgettable moments. Our story begins in 1892, when it became the home of Newcastle United after the club's formation. But did you know that the stadium wasn't always the colossal sight it is now? In fact, St. James Park's early days were quite modest. Back then, the stadium was just a small ground surrounded by terraced houses, and the capacity was a far cry from the 52,000-seat Coliseum it is today. Fast forward to the early 1900s, and St. James Park started to evolve. The club began investing in infrastructure, with new stands and terraces being built to accommodate the growing fan base. The iconic Leazes Stand was built in the 1900s, and it's been a major feature of the ground ever since. But it wasn't all smooth sailing for St. James Park. Over the years, there were multiple redevelopments, including during the 1960s, when the stadium faced the threat of demolition. In the 1990s, as the club surged back into the top tier of English football under Kevin Keegan and his famous entertainer squad, St. James Park began to receive major upgrades. By 1993, the old terraces were gone, and the stadium transformed into an all-seater. The new stands began to take shape, and it was clear that St. James Park was becoming a symbol of the club's growing ambitions. But the development didn't stop there. In the late 90s, Newcastle United were already dreaming big, bigger than St. James Park. That's when the club started considering the idea of relocating to a new, modern stadium. We'll get into that story later, but for now, let's look at the most recent major redevelopment. By the early 2000s, St. James Park underwent another transformation. A second tier was added to the Milburn Stand, Leazes End, and the corner sections. This expansion raised the stadium's capacity to over 52,000, solidifying its place as one of the largest football grounds in the Premier League. And with the Gallowgate End's recent upgrades, it's clear that St. James Park is still evolving. So maybe it's safe to say that another expansion might be underway. The expansion could take St. James Park to over 60,000 seats, making it one of the largest stadiums in the Premier League. That's a massive upgrade from its current capacity of just over 52,000, and it could have a huge impact on match days. Imagine the noise, the energy, and the atmosphere with thousands more fans cheering on the Magpies. Pretty exciting, right? So how would this work? Well, the plan revolves around expanding three major areas of the stadium. First up, the East Stand. That's where they'll be adding more seats and improving the overall facilities. Then there's the Gallowgate End, which could see a complete revamp. And finally, they'll be modernizing the Milburn Stand and the Leazes End, ensuring that every part of the stadium feels fresh, accessible, and fan-friendly. But here's where things get serious. The estimated cost for all this could go anywhere from $992 million to $1.24 billion. That's a massive investment, but it's one that could pay off for the club. Not just in matchday revenue, but in improving everything from fan facilities to operational efficiency. With all this, the question becomes, can they pull it off? Well, yes, because the design promises to keep the intensity and atmosphere that makes St. James Park so special, but with a modern twist. Here's where the magic happens. The East Stand is going to rise. The plan involves building upwards and adding new tiers of seating to bring fans even closer to the pitch. And for those lucky enough to be in the upper tiers, expect incredible views that make every match feel like the biggest game of the season. The new design will maintain the traditional feel of the stadium while adding a more modern, open layout that makes the entire stand feel more dynamic. But construction won't be easy. Expanding a stadium while keeping it operational is a major challenge. The construction teams will need to carefully demolish and rebuild sections of the stands without disrupting the day-to-day operations of St. James Park. It'll be a massive logistical task, but the club's been working tirelessly to ensure minimal disruption during the renovation process. Now let's talk facilities. With the expansion, St. James Park will be getting a much-needed facelift in terms of modern amenities. From upgraded concourses to new hospitality areas, the plan is to make match days more comfortable and enjoyable for everyone. Fans will have access to better food, better seating, and even premium experiences for those who want a bit more luxury while they cheer on their favorite team. The goal here is to modernize the iconic stands without losing the charm that makes St. James Park what it is. With all this, St. James Park will not only increase in size, but also in quality. making it a stadium that can compete with the best in Europe. Next year, Newcastle United will formally sit down with Nexus, the operators of the Tyne and Wear Metro. Nexus has already shown its support, with a spokesperson saying they're eager to collaborate on the club's exciting plans. A partnership like this could be crucial in making redevelopment a reality while ensuring the Metro continues to serve fans and city residents effectively. St. James Park has been sold out for every Premier League match since the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund took ownership of the club. With such high demand, expansion feels like a natural next step. But it's also a strategic move to double commercial revenue every 2 years and stay competitive under the Premier League's strict profitability and sustainability regulations. However, there's also the possibility of Newcastle United getting a whole new stadium. With the club looking to the future, plans are now in motion for a brand new stadium. The club's current ownership, the Saudi-led consortium, has been exploring options to build a new stadium. The plan is to build a state-of-the-art arena, seating 55,000 fans, with top-tier facilities and a modern design that can rival Europe's best stadiums. The idea is not just about increasing capacity, but creating an atmosphere that'll elevate the fan experience to new heights. This could be a major game-changer for the club and the city of Newcastle. The location for the new stadium is close to St. James Park. It could sit just 2 pitch lengths away, allowing for easy access and preserving the connection between the team and its loyal supporters. But of course, it's not all smooth sailing. The idea of moving away from the historic St. James Park has sparked some serious debates among fans. Many believe the soul of the club is embedded in those stands. Then there's the cost. The price tag for this new stadium is currently ranging over $1 billion. That's a lot of money. But the club has made it clear that they want something deliverable, affordable, and sustainable. While the exact location is still being finalized, the vision is clear: a modern, sleek stadium built to cater to the growing ambitions of the club. The new stadium will feature cutting-edge architecture with a design inspired by the world's greatest arenas. Think glass and steel with sleek, futuristic elements that reflect the boldness of Newcastle United's vision. But it's not just about aesthetics. The fan experience is at the heart of this construction. However, construction won't be easy with this one either. Foundations will need to be carefully laid, and given the area's proximity to St. James Park, there's a delicate balancing act with local infrastructure, transport links, and the surrounding environment. The process will take years, but once it's completed, the city of Newcastle will have something truly special. Inside, the design is just as impressive. The stands will be steep and close to the pitch, creating that intense, high-energy atmosphere Newcastle fans are known for. And for the first time, we'll see luxury boxes, exclusive lounges, and modern hospitality spaces, all designed to generate revenue and enhance the experience for corporate partners. The fan zone will be a key part of the new stadium as well, a space for supporters to gather before and after the match. There will be interactive features, merchandise areas, and plenty of food and drink options to make match days feel like a full-day experience. The focus will be on community, connection, and engagement. One of the crucial aspects of this project is its accessibility. Newcastle United isn't just building a stadium, it's investing in a hub for fans. Improved transport links, increased parking, and better overall connectivity will make it easier for people to get to the game and enjoy the experience. But now there's a debate sparking conversations in pubs, living rooms, and online forums about whether to expand the beloved St. James Park or move to a shiny, state-of-the-art new stadium. So which option makes more sense? Let's start with the expansion of St. James Park. The atmosphere at St. James is unmatched, and for many fans it's a sacred site. Keeping the club's roots intact preserves a deep connection with the past. Fans love the idea of maintaining their fortress at Gallowgate. St. James Park's central location is another huge advantage, and while expansion isn't cheap, it's still likely more affordable than building a brand new stadium from scratch. But expansion comes with challenges. The logistics of adding capacity, especially given the surrounding land restrictions, are incredibly complicated. Years of construction work could disrupt fans and game day experiences. Let's talk about the alternative: building a brand new stadium. A purpose-built stadium offers a fresh start with modern designs, improved seating, and premium fan experiences. With more capacity and upgraded facilities, a new stadium could double matchday revenue, making Newcastle a financial powerhouse. And by building with scalability in mind, a new stadium could meet the demands of a growing fan base for decades to come. But what if they decide to go ahead with both? Sounds ambitious? It sure is. And the price tag matches that ambition. We're talking nearly $2.8 billion. But with the club's ambitious ownership and the financial backing of the Saudi Public Investment Fund, it's not outside the realm of possibility. The expanded St. James Park might continue to host Premier League matches and hold on to its historical significance, while the new stadium could be used for larger events. Think Champions League finals, concerts, and even other sports like the NFL. So what do you think of this third option? Is it a dream worth chasing, or is it simply too much? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more.